up to 30%, and heavy assault damage by up to 15% through upgrades. At higher ranks, this means even more firepower. For lower ranks, the impact won't be huge, but in Diamond and Star League, infantry will finally shine. Who knows? Maybe we'll even see fortresses with heavy assaults or armadillos with grenadiers in top-level matches. Time will tell. Now, let's move on to the sniper. This long-range fighter's supposed to be great against enemy infantry, but that doesn't always happen. To make him more effective, we're lowering his cost from 64 to 58 resources and increasing his damage against the first armor type by 20%. Fewer shots, more defeated assaults. And here's more good news. All resistance infantry will now see better in forests. The vision penalty was 2 cells. Now, it's just 1. Hiding in the woods no longer means fighting blind. This'll help track enemy movement and reveal the Confederation's plans. Next up, helicopters. A long time ago, cyclones and dragonflies were nerfed, but that made players use them much less. Now, it's time to bring them back. We're increasing helicopter durability by up to 15% through upgrades. Stronger, tougher, more effective at higher ranks. And the Dragonfly's getting an extra boost. Its machine gun now deals 20% more damage against the first armor type. That means infantry won't want to get anywhere near it. After all, this is a combat helicopter with heavy weapons. Assault should be running in fear. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel, where your win rate goes straight down. And remember the bell. Let's move on. Bring in the armadillo. In the top leagues, it's rarely seen, almost like spotting a rare animal in the wild. To make it more dangerous, starting from rank 19, its damage against the third armor type is increased by 7%. It may not sound like much, but build enough armadillos and even Solaris will be in trouble. And finally, the energy shield. From now on, it'll no longer protect itself. It'll only protect nearby units. So if you want to cover one shield, you'll need a second. Why make this change? Because even a single shield makes battles against the Confederation extremely difficult. And compared to the Chameleon, yes, we know you'll ask about it, the shield is already hard to take down. So, dear Confederates, no more easy double taps to victory. Now you'll have to move your fingers like true resistance pianists. What do you think about these changes? Share your thoughts in the comments. Over and out. Hello, Commanders. Shall we talk about the topic you're most interested in? That's right, balance changes. Let's break it down. Grenadiers and heavy assaults aren't very popular at higher ranks, and the reason is simple. The pace of the game gets faster. It's easier to invest in development and go for Jaguars under Chameleons or Zeuses under Energy Shield. On top of that, our level 2 infantry doesn't deal that much damage. That's why we're increasing Grenadier damage by up to 30%, and heavy assault damage by up to 15% through upgrades. At higher ranks, this means even more firepower. For lower ranks, the impact won't be huge, but in Diamond and Star League, infantry will finally shine. Who knows? Maybe we'll even see fortresses with heavy assaults or armadillos with grenadiers in top-level matches. Time will tell. Now, let's move on to the sniper. This long-range fighter's supposed to be great against enemy infantry, but that doesn't always happen. To make him more effective, we're lowering his cost from 64 to 58 resources and increasing his damage against the first armor type by 20%. Fewer shots, more defeated assaults. And here's more good news. All resistance infantry will now see better in forests. The vision penalty was 2 cells. Now, it's just 1. Hiding in the woods no longer means fighting blind. This'll help track enemy movement and reveal the Confederation's plans. Next up, helicopters. A long time ago, cyclones and dragonflies were nerfed, but that made players use them much less. Now, it's time to bring them back.
Hello everybody! Yeah. My microphone is on. Good. Hello everyone! Welcome to today's stream. It's Friday, which means it's another time for another stream. Actually, I think I'm going to switch to the game PC right away. I'm gonna switch to game PC right away. Welcome everyone! It's another Friday. which means it's another stream time. Now, the first promo code is already on the stream. Helicopter, helicopter. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello. Great, your microphone is on right on time. Yes, yes. Happy Friday, happy Friday. Prepare yourself for shield complaints. Yeah, I've seen a lot of those, guys. Don't worry, we will talk about all of the balance changes. Sorry, I did not practice my vocal cords before the stream, so if you guys don't know how to practice your vocal cords, you have to basically do this. And then it will help you out a little bit. So obviously my vocal cords are going to be very busy today, talking to a lot of people, a lot of unhappy people. Let's keep the questions in English. Let's keep our chat in English. I don't understand your other languages. A lot of other people don't understand when you speak other languages. So please keep the chat in English. And before we actually talk about everything, first of all, I'm gonna put in my own promo code. Helicopter, helicopter. Idiot. Like the stream if you know the meme. Helicopter, helicopter. Also, I can open the box in the shop, but I like that I have 1337k. I don't want to ruin the number, so. Alright, first, before we start talking about anything, I want to put something in the background, because this is a long one. We're gonna have a lot. We're gonna spend a lot of time talking today. So let me actually make a lobby first. We'll go with rank 24. And just standard. Seems to be pretty standard for equal lobby. Message me in the game, Iconia Angelos. Let's get some big boys playing in the background. We want basically message me if you can put on a good game, put on a good show for the people on the stream, and we can watch your gameplay in the background while we talk about all the changes. Let's do FFA 6. Yeah, let's do FFA 6. It's been a while since we did FFA 6. Yeah, only one dev added equal lobby. Equal lobbies are added only for streams. Are you playing? No, I'm not playing. I'm going to be busy talking because there's going to be a lot of talking today. I can't talk and play at the same time. So we'll talk about the balance stuff. We'll put on Cornopus, Gurab Manna, sure. Eng Mahmoud, let's go. Dr. Petya. Sure, why not? Danny, let's go. And I see Night Harvester. I guess I clicked on Night Harvester. Sure, why not? Let's go. So that's gonna be our FFA 6 lobby today. And the map, let's see. Frosty Hour is a bit too small. Thor? I mean, we could start with Thor. No, you know what? Let's pick this one. I don't usually play this map a lot, or see this map a lot. Atuin Plateau. Atuin Plateau. All right. Show us a good game. Good luck. Have fun. All right. I'm spectator. Everyone is ready. Let's go. Bum 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 bum. Iconia is bad at multitasking. Nah. Okay. People in Facebook especially, I don't understand other languages, and neither do other people in this chat, so please keep your comments in English. Thank you. Today, we are here to talk about balance changes. So, yesterday we dropped a patch with a bunch of balance changes, and I'm going to talk about each of the balance change in particular. We'll go through all of them. Helicopter, helicopter. We'll talk through all of them. And we'll figure out exactly, I'll provide explanations for why changes were made. Obviously, there is a news post in the game, if you haven't seen it, where we explain and go one by one with every single change, and we explain exactly why it has been implemented. But to start off, let's go over the changes first that affect only higher ranks, because there's changes that affect all of the ranks. There's changes that affect only the high ranks. Also, by the way, I'm drinking Confederation tears, chat. And they're hot. Hot. So, first things first. We have increased tier 2 infantry. We have improved tier 2 infantry. Tier 2 infantry, and infantry in general, just kind of falls off late game, right? So, higher rank 24, for example, as these matches are being played, we see that the infantry falls off. It's used in the beginning, just like we are witnessing here, to collect containers. But tier 2 infantry especially, heavy assaults and grenadiers are not being utilized at all. And for the tier 3 infantry, snipers are not utilized at all. And fire assaults are utilized as a form of fog revealers, yeah? So, we have tier 2 infantry is the outlier, and the sniper is the outlier, because tier 3 infantry is still being used as a form of spotting. So, commanders of the Confederation are using the fire assault. It's because it can jump into the fog and reveal units inside the fog. And it also causes a little bit of a distraction there. Infantry, Jaguar cannons aren't that good against infantry, so they're going to spend time shooting at the infantry. Creates a lot of confusion among the resistance ranks. Yep. So that's why tier 2 infantry has received a buff. Tier 2 infantry has received a buff. Grenadiers have received a 30% damage buff when upgraded. So, important to note, by the way. A lot of people, so seeing from the comments, a lot of people don't understand what the difference is between when upgraded and base. So, each unit has a base value and a maximum value, which is determined by upgrades. When upgrade means that the change only affects the upgraded value, like the max upgrade value. Yeah? Maximum upgraded value of a unit increased by 30%. And 15% for the heavy assault, because heavy assault is still used more. A lot of you guys are playing heavy assault fortress. So we would like, so grenadiers are not used pretty much at all in higher ranks, and heavy assaults are still utilized as a fortress heavy combo. So we didn't want to make heavy fortress combo too strong, but grenadiers are very underutilized, so we wanted to improve that. Keep in mind as well that heavy assaults also can shoot up. They can shoot up. Grenadiers cannot shoot up. Next up, we also changed the Armadillo. Armadillo is a unit that barely gets utilized in high ranks once again. We're still talking about units that are or improvements that only affect higher rank. We have the Armadillo. Armadillo is barely used at higher rank, Diamond League and up, which is why the upgraded value of its damage has been increased by 7%, which is a considerable amount considering you can make a lot of Armadillo. Next up, yeah, make Armadillo contract more easier for high rank. Can we get a hammer buff too? No, because the hammer is actually utilized a lot in high rank. The hammer is actually utilized a lot in higher rank, especially in tournaments like All Seeing Eye. All Seeing Eye is an example of a tournament where hammers are utilized a lot. And also hammers are very specialized. They can be used in large quantities to rush your opponent's base, and armadillos can't really be utilized for that. So, I mean, actually they might be now, because of the 7% increased damage. The buildings have tier 3 armor, so it might be better. It might be better for these kind of strats nowadays, but we'll see. We'll see. Next up, we have infantry in the forest. So we have this guy, and he's in the forest. Before the patch, his vision range would be cut by 2 cells. Now his range is only cut by 1 cell, vision range only. So we have made this change because this is a crucial part of the resistance strategy. This is a unique feature of the resistance. Its infantry can hide in the forest. However, most of the time, not particularly useful. Yeah, most of the time, hiding infantry in the forest is not particularly useful at lower rank in particular because... Oh my god, what is this? Because at low rank, your unit already has very little range, and therefore, when you cut it by 2, this guy at like rank 5 or rank 7, rank 9, rank 8, this guy would be able to see like here, and that's kind of useless. That's just pointless. But like we hope that, and at the same time, at the higher rank, this guy, you know, he maybe has seen here in the past. Now he can see up here. That doesn't really affect. Oh, you guys can see my mouse cursor. Whoops. But basically, at higher rank, this change doesn't affect the infantry as much. But at lower rank, we hope to see an increase in the amount of players who actually utilize the forest scouting tactics or forest hiding tactics. Yep. Yeah. Give the Confederation the ability to hide on forest too. No, because the Confederation infantry is already stronger than the Resistance infantry. I feel like the emphasis on the maximum upgrade value should be explicitly stated in the posts to avoid confusion. It is. So if you open the news post, it will say when upgraded or base value, and we explain those changes in particular in text there. But the issue is a lot of people don't read. They see damage increased by 30% and they think, damn, imba. All right, another change. I'm saving the shield for last, guys. That's intentional. That's by design. I see you guys all are crying about the shield. I'll talk about the shield. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot to talk about. You guys are all wrong, by the way. You guys are all babies. You guys are all babies with skill issues. All right. I'll say that first, but then I'll go into the helicopters. Helicopters have been changed. In the past, we have nerfed the helicopters a lot. We've nerfed the helicopters a lot. Because the helicopter spam was very annoying and very obnoxious to deal with. Nowadays, we have realized that at high ranks, we have slightly overdone the nerfs. So now we're bringing back the upgraded value on the helicopter. I actually had an argument with somebody in the comments the other day. Because basically what happened was he started saying like, why are you going against your own words when you said in the past that it was annoying to fight against the helicopter, so they're nerfing, so you nerfed its health and armor values, and now you're reversing the changes. And basically the point is, back then we nerfed the values, the base values and upgraded values, both. This time we're only increasing the upgraded values. We only want these units to shine a bit better in higher ranks, because at low ranks the helicopters are already performing pretty well. We would say pretty well. That high ranks, not phalanx. What? I don't know what. At the same time, Cyclone is very powerful compared to Dragonfly in a way that... So there's a trade-off, right? These units are different. These units are different. In the past, Dragonfly used to also be able to attack all around itself, just like Cyclone. Cyclone can attack in a 360 angle, which means you can kite it a lot. And you can move it around, you can kite it. And with the Dragonfly, you can't do that. Dragonfly only can fire in a cone in front of itself. That's why it needs to be dealing a bit more damage. Helicopters don't really have much impact because Atlas and Bison existing counters them so hard. Well, you see, make a lot of a unit and you will counter it. So Bison is still alone. It's just by itself, yeah? And Atlas is also alone by itself. If you make enough Dragonflies, you know... Oh, that's an awful Atlas usage, by the way. That's also an awful Seraphim active. Dude, this game is funny. Anyway, what is going on with that Seraphim? Yeah, I don't know, bro. This Atlas missed completely, the Seraphim missed completely, and it still forced the retreat out of the Resistance player. High rank, do we mean Diamond or do we mean R16+? I'm gonna say high rank is like rank 21 or higher. Rank 21 or higher. Well, Diamond is also, yeah. I think Diamond also is high rank, to be fair. Diamond, so, okay, let's lower it down a bit. Lower it down a bit. Rank 19. Rank 19 and higher. Rank 19 is higher. high rank 19 and above. All right, so next up, finally we get to the meat of the meat on the bones. Here's the shield. The energy shield received one single change, and the change is does not cover itself anymore. That's it. That's the only change it received. It still reduces the damage taken by units around itself by the same value. It's still, it's still the same unit, except it doesn't reduce the damage on itself. And for some reason, every single Confederation player has decided that collectively that it's all over for the Confederation. It is literally unplayable now, which is incredibly funny to me because it is literally a nerf that can be negated by just building a second one. Look, this guy's already building a second shield, and as soon as he has that second shield, I mean, you should probably turn on your shield, buddy. Hello. Okay, he's busy microing his heroes. To be fair, admittedly, this is a much better use of active abilities here. No, don't turn. What's going on now? I just praised you, and now you're doing this to me. No, buddy. What is going on? Okay, never mind. Oh, bro's getting double attacked here as well. At the same time, we have the teal player just, vibing, chilling. I don't know what's going on here. But basically, blue player is kind of getting teamed up on by two players in this match. Alright, yeah, these shields can now just cover each other. Look, they're turned on, they can cover each other. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Now, here's the thing. The Zeus is very tanky. It's incredibly potent tank. Jaguars need like 10 to 15 shots to destroy a single Jaguar, to destroy a single Zeus. With shield, it's basically double health. Bro's out. Yeah, bro's getting double teamed by this. By these two players. Purple and red decided that enough is enough. It's over for him. Where's the shield going? I don't know. To be honest, this micro has not particularly been very great. A lot of you guys are complaining because the chameleon, you guys aren't able to deal with it. So here's what the gist of the complaining of the Confederation comes down to. Chameleon is too strong, I cannot counter the chameleon. If you cannot counter something, how is that an issue of the balance? If you don't know how to counter something, when counters exist, like, I don't know what to tell you. Alright, here's how to counter chameleon. Here's how to counter chameleons, guys. Down, when you have selected your Zeus, down at the bottom of your screen there are buttons here. And one of the buttons, it looks like an explosion. It's called forced fire. You can look at the chameleon circle and then tap that button and then tap on the screen in the middle of the circle of the chameleon. And then your Zeus will just destroy the chameleon, guys. You can just destroy the... It's that easy, guys. It's that easy, guys. Like, legit. If you, for some reason, you don't know how to... You don't want to use this. Force fire. You don't want to use force fire. Okay, force fire, you don't like the button. You think the button smells? It's stinky, poopy, stinky button. You don't like it. Okay, you have Seraphim, Atlas, Beholder, Scion, Solaris, active abilities. They don't need to see the enemy to hit. You can point and click in the center of the fog. Unless the chameleon moving. If the chameleon is moving, that means your opponent is microing it. You have to play fast. Iconia force fire and live stream when? I've been live streaming. I've been force firing for a while with my units, if I need to. Sometimes people run a chameleon by itself. No, yeah, that's called That's called tactics, Miyamoto. That's called a tactic. Oh, red is getting betrayed by yellow here. Oh my god, look at this. So Miyamoto, that thing you just described, run a chameleon by itself, no troops, then bring troops in their fog on the other side, it's called a tactic. You know? That's what the resistance is all about. Resistance is about speed and maneuvering and flanking, tactics, stealth. Sending a single chameleon is exactly the point. They're trying to bait you into thinking that there's units there, and then you will waste your abilities. They're trying to bait your abilities out, basically. A lot of people are complaining because they just don't know how to deal with the with the Confederate fog, with the Chameleon fog. And there's a multitude of ways to counter the Chameleon. There's Force Fire, hero abilities. If you hate heroes, if you don't play the heroes, build a Thor. Thors are incredibly powerful for defending your base. Torrents, you can spam Torrents. Torrents hit a large area. If you Force Fire with your Thors, you can obliterate people, because if you build a few torrents, Force Fire with your torrents, like, they will hit this entire area that the Chameleon covers, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'll just switch over to the Resistance. Yeah, that's another thing. If you switch over to the other faction, you will see exactly how difficult it is to actually micro these kinds of units. Resistance players will tell you how difficult it is to actually play the way you're describing, moving around your Chameleons. Switching Chameleons, by the way, there's a strategy I see a lot of Resistance players employ where they have several Chameleons. By the way, they always build multiple Chameleons. You guys are complaining that shield is... it's so hard to build multiple shields. It's so difficult. And somehow Resistance is always able to build several Chameleons, and nobody complains about that. But they will always have several Chameleons going on. They will turn some of them on, and then turn some of them off, let them recharge, then they will swap out their Chameleons and go forward. The amount of people who actually know how to play this game as Resistance is insane. And if you got outplayed, it is really rude to just after that say, oh no, their faction is imba because I lost. That's so, like, weird. If you lose at the sport, if you're running, let's say you're running in a sport, and you'll say you're running, and somebody runs faster than you because they are, because they are, better than you. They run faster than you. What, are you gonna complain that they're running faster than you? No more double tap, guys. Exactly, there's no more double tap. By the way, Space Strike destroying Green's base, but not the army. Green's army is completely intact. Purple player is chillin', purple player is vibing. He helped demolish the blue player. He's built some defenses here. Wow, that's actually a really nice looking base. I like that a lot. Look at that. That's really cool. He built that space system on the hill over there in the back. There's defenses this way. He has a lot of control over his side of the map, which is really nice. Really nice. A lot of map control. Don't understand the double tap? What is double tap? If you select your units and then double tap with them, it's called an assault move. You'll learn it in the campaign, which is really cool that a lot of people are asking about. But yeah, if you double tap with your units selected, they will move, and then if they see an enemy unit, they will attack it. So it's like an attack move. All right. Let me catch up with my thoughts for a second. Yeah, what I was talking about. Confed players complaining about the shield. Maybe don't put the shield in front of the zoo. Yeah, micro your units. If they are very expensive units, take care of them, micro them. That's the same with Seraphim. For example, another complaint I see a lot is Seraphim and Salamander. By the way, this game, we saw a lot of Seraphims, and they have been, sometimes valuable, sometimes less valuable, but Seraphim is still being played, even though Salamander exists. I mean, this game actually has a lot of moles. There's a Salamander here, so they're saying, oh, but the Salamander destroys my Seraphim, that's so broken. Guys, if you know that your opponent has a Salamander, don't show your Seraphim. Yeah? Don't show your Seraphim. It's not Confed that complains, it's Resistance that complains. You guys buff their units. Not Confed complain when you guys are ignoring us. So what you're saying, Vincent, is that you think that it's fine that the Resistance is complaining and nothing changes for them, but when we actually do listen to their opinion and feedback and decide, oh yeah, analytics say that we should actually buff their units and nerf the Confederation unit, suddenly you have issues with that? That's so hypocritical of you. Lore for how the conflict between Resistance and Confederates started. Just curious if there has one. Yes! Yeah, we have lore. We have lore. We have lore. Lore is my topic. We have lore. I have written several articles about Confederation resistance, the history of the war, and so on and so forth. On our social media, if you search for lore, Confederation resistance, you will find it. You'll find the articles. It's not in the game yet. We are, however, planning to change it so that it is actually in the game. That would be really cool. When the new league coming? New league is coming next month. Salamander can be really fragile if you suck using it since it's a tier 2 unit after all. Yeah. By the way, also, I have yeah, true. It's true. Also, if you build your base well, for example, if this player was really worried about the Salamander, you could just build the walls. Like you could just pull off the entrances to your base, and then the Salamander doesn't have to worry about it. You guys kill cold fun every time you just nerf them. No, that's not true. Heroes always benefit both factions. Yeah, lore. Yeah, you can read some lore. But if you want a quick rundown of it, so basically, the timeline of Out of War diverges from our timeline at around World War II ending. After the World War, basically the world gets divided into two massive blocks, but they are different than in our timeline. It's basically a large Asian block versus a large European African block, and they go to war. That's the first game. Art of War 1 is about that conflict. The Confederation wins that conflict against the Great Asian Alliance. Then Confederation becomes the world government, essentially. And over time, about 20 years of peace pass. Confederation army becomes a lot weaker, a lot more underfunded. But it's not all great. It's not all great. Some economic differences still cause a lot of inequality issues. And this unhappiness builds up and up and up and up and up. And eventually it spills out and boils into a resistance or resistance movements. And resistance movements all suddenly start springing up around the world. And then they form together. They combine. Did Confed find a cure for cancer? I'm gonna say yeah. Sure, they did. They would have, because they did a lot of medical advancements. They had a lot of medical advancements. Is Art of War 3 the last game in the timeline? For now, yes. For now, it is the latest one. Generation players should look back at the balance updates 3 years ago until now and realize Confed units got way more buffs than Resistance units, and when Resistance gets buffed, they cry. Yeah, one shining example, by the way, of a change that purely benefited the Confederation player. So look at these containers. Did you see how they're gathered? A unit stands on top of a container and then it slowly gathers it. That's how it always works, right? That's how it always worked. Oh, every time. No. In the past, the way it used to work is that you had to just tap on a container to collect it. And that was really good for the Resistance because their units were really fast. The rifleman really fast, runs around. You can just tap, collect a lot of containers. The developers changed it specifically so that the Confederation has a chance to collect containers, because before, Resistance would just get all of the containers, and that would be really broken. So that change specifically made Confed so much more powerful, and I assume back in the day it caused a lot of complaining from the Resistance players. But now, all of a sudden, when it's the Confed turn to receive some changes and balancing, suddenly it's all bad. And why Seraphim only have 8,000 HP, but Salamander have 10,000 HP, and a passive can recover 5,000 HP. These numbers, by the way, are completely ungrounded. I cannot confirm these numbers right now because obviously you're just typing a comment and I'm in the game. But first of all, consider the Salamander as a ground unit. Consider Salamander as a ground unit. There's also, Confederation units deal a lot of damage to it. Seraphim can dish out much more DPS in a quick amount of time. Aside from the active ability on the Salamander by itself just shoots a bunch of rockets. Pew, 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 pew. Joachim, feel free. Go ahead. Anybody who thinks they can do better, go ahead. Make your own game. Make your own Out of War. Make it. Make it. All new generation heroes have more armor. Oh yeah, by the way, also yeah, the Psion should also have like insane armor, right? If Psion, for example, has insane armor. There was a change with units with hero release. All units got more durability and lower damage. Confederation benefited more as they are durability masters. It's also true, yeah. What else? What else? Yeah, new heroes. Here's what I wanted to also to bring up. Huge point of complaint for the Confederation players. Massive. So, Confederation players just absolutely seem to hate the Beholder, the Psion, the Atlas. First of all, most of you guys don't even have these heroes, so you can't really form an opinion on a hero if you don't have it unlocked or upgraded. And you'll say, but equal lobbies. People in equal lobbies aren't guaranteed to be good players. First of all. Second of all, when the heroes just come out, nobody will know how to play them correctly. So people will build a hero, and then they will produce a hero, and they'll fail with it, and they'll say, oh, it's not my fault, it's the hero's fault. It's definitely your fault. Learn to think about every game instead of, I lost, the other faction Zimba. Or think instead, I lost, what can I do better? Right? And then you can see all of a sudden that a lot of issues will stem from your decisions. Like, for example, there was a fight earlier here where the blue player was trying to defend against the red's attack, and he missed his active abilities. I bet, you know what I think? I think blue player, after losing this game, he thought, oh, Beholder is awful, Atlas, terrible, I didn't kill anything with it. But maybe if you hit your abilities, you would actually be able to perform better, you know? You have to consider that this game is hard. It comes down to skill a lot. Atlas does too much damage, so I stopped using it. It really is imba. I mean, I don't know if you're serious or joking, but I think Atlas is, like, it's really good. It does a lot of damage. If you hit, it does damage if you hit. If you use the unit correctly, if you hit, then it will do good. We'll see from content creators and code, however, they do have influence on us. Yeah, true. That's true. I can't blame you guys for forming your opinion on creators. That's true. That's true. A lot of that is very true. That's a very good point. A lot of the opinion is formed by content creators because people who create videos. I love you guys. You're amazing, and a lot of you play much better than I do. He was joking. I like Atlas for real, lol. I mean, he says he likes it for real. But also, you know, we're all people. We can all make mistakes. Eventually, you know, slowly but surely. For example, with Psion, a lot of people said Psion is awful. Even after the changes, people were saying Psion is awful. Nowadays, content creators are saying Psion is actually imba. Like, people are saying, damn, Psion is so good now. Like, legit. And that's, you know, I think that's really, it really shows the impact of the influences, but it also shows how much impact the influences really do have on us as players. I think it might be even a little too much impact, honestly. By the way, oh my god, this is... Oh, that's good. That's a good hit. Oh dear lord, that is awesome. Only Mole and Bison left. Can Mole and Bison prove that they are imba by themselves? Oh no. Oh, never mind. It's all good. Yeah, easy. That was awesome. That was a great hit. Anyway, what was I talking about? Alien invasion event. Any chance to add onto the game? Mehmet, we have what's it called? We had the Joker event. Hi, Iconia, I'm late today because I had swim school. That's okay. Welcome. We had the Joker event in April. It's probably gonna come back in April. Cyan is bad now since shields can't cover it outside anymore, says Zeal. That's another classic Zeal take, by the way. What even is the connection here? Cyan was never known for its ability to dish out consistent damage. Cyan is all about its incredibly powerful, game-changing active ability, as well as the ability to debuff units. Yes, it's pretty thick, it's pretty heavily armored, but at the same time, it still gets covered by the shield just fine. The shield can still do the same thing it did before. it can still cover it. And if your enemy is focusing on the shield, it's not focusing on the Scion then. Scion helps with fighting off hordes of infantry. That's also true. It's so satisfying to watch Scion just like roll up to a bunch of guys and just go. That's fun. That's always fun to watch. I need token. This helicopter thing is a token thing. Helicopter.
Attention, space strike detected.
Someone's speaking in Russian in the Facebook chat. Don't use Russian, use English. Don't use other languages, guys. Respect your peers. Purple players just spamming Space Strike at this point. I mean, I guess that's just the spirit of the FFA. Why do people get so upset over a game? You would be really surprised. You woke up my dog with a zhoo 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 sounds. He thinks it's playtime. Go play with your dog, then. Play with your dog. Would really love some new units. That would be interesting. I think, like, it would be cool eventually to have new units. It would be really cool. We'll see. We need Iconia avatar for Confederate Resistance. I think that would be really. I think it would be fun. Okay, this guy refuses to listen, so I'm gonna have to block him. Ban from page. Confirm. Bye. Bro refuses to listen, gets banned. I bet he's gonna be complaining. By the way, also, if you get banned on our social media, here's a point. If you get banned on our social media, don't come back or ask your friends to come and complain for you, because I only ban people who are being intentionally rude. There's a lot of you guys who can't control themselves. They are getting angry, use offensive language. They start calling names instead of being constructive in their feedback. I've spent a lot of time replying to comments on social media yesterday and today, and a lot of people did not agree with the changes, and I answered to a lot of people who didn't agree. I answered to some people, provided some constructive feedback, which is really good. There's a lot of people. I spoke with a lot of people yesterday and today, but for some reason, some people decide that if they get banned, then it's against them, and the developers are trying to silence the voice of the community. No, we're trying to silence people who can't control their own language. I have an idea. Would they ever use a super weapon, make it more expensive? Maybe. I think it would discourage the super weapon use against armies then, but no, something to be considered. To be fair, I think this game is over, so I'm going to just quit this one and make a new one. Thank you, great job, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate it. New players spending 5 years from now have strong account than my current account, which is 5 years old. Veterans should have gotten some blueprints for heroes. That's unfortunate for old players, of course. But with the advent of events, it's still like it's what do you mean? What am I trying to say? With the advent of events, you can really catch up quick. If you just play events, like I had this account for just over a year, only playing events most of the time, and like I have really strong upgrades, right? I have really strong upgrades. No, I don't want to play 3v3. I want to talk to the community more. My buildings are less upgraded, of course. You know, some of them are made of paper, but pretty good heroes, pretty good upgrades, I'd say. Decent skills. I mean, skill tree 11, pretty nice, I would say. And all of this I farmed purely with events, with spinning tokens, getting money for upgrades, I converted a bunch of gold into green credits as well. And yeah, balance update was balanced. It was balanced, Johnny. I've spent a lot of time. Oh, by the way, welcome, Johnny Sins. I spent a lot of time talking already about it. We can talk more about it, but of course, if you want to hear me explain or go over changes, once again, you can always rewind the stream and hear everything that I said in the past. I'm going to make a new lobby now and post a new code. Behold the code! By the way, these codes have been generously provided to us by the community. Generously provided to us by the community. If you want to provide your own idea for a code, you can head over to our Discord server and you can head over to the Discord server. You can check it out. Check out the Iconia codes thread in the forum and post your own ideas for a code there. But yeah, I'm gonna make another lobby and then we'll talk some more. Yeah. Ayan. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I need to actually like make a lobby. Hold on. Let's do a 3v3 lobby now. Alright. Smirat, you play a lot in our lobbies. Let's see, maybe we can find somebody who I don't see as much. Rodney. Yeah, we haven't seen Rodney for a while. I want to see Solar. I actually, okay, I'm gonna be biased here. I want to see Solar for the Bombers. Last time I remember there was great air, like Avia play. I want to see some great Avia play. And the changes. Oh, it's good quickly. What? God damn it! All right, slow down, guys. Let's go with Yellow Vine. You're rank 5. You're not gonna have stuff upgraded. No. You're not gonna have stuff unlocked, I mean. Oh, Imba God. Rank 13. Sure, let's go. How many more people do I need? I need some resistance folks now. Commander RTSR. Sure. Let's go. Let's get some big boys. Let's try to get some big boys. 74 win rate. Oh, you know what? You know what? 80% win rate is fine. I'll take 80%. And let's see. Sure. Let's go. Absolutely. Let's go. Big boys. Some big boys. Okay, maybe we can swap out Rodney if we want higher win rates. Yeah, I'm gonna say we're gonna have 80 win rate or higher. 80 win rate or higher. We need some big Confederation player. All right, let's go. Balada. Absolutely. Nice. Need some big people. Big gamers. Some people are talking about Hawk buff. We're not planning to buff Hawk. We're not planning to change Vertex or Hawk at this point. Alright, let's pick a map first. Industrial Canal. Ravens Hill. Alright, I like Thaw. My favorite map. Let's go. My favorite map. You want second place? Alright, let's go second place. I'm spectator. Okay. Ready? Will you ever lend your cat to me? No. No. We need Iconia fighting Fat Squatch next? No. Maybe in the future. Who knows? Thaw. Iconia chooses that map. I like Thaw. I think Iconia is lying about having a resistance account. I have a little resistance account. It's not upgraded yet. Can I have a question? Will any existing units be removed ever? Definitely don't think that will happen. Game needs skirmish to be more available if the player... No, the skirmish is a competition. It should be limited. Sorry, Night Everstar. I already started. 13 years old in this live stream. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Bring back Mythbusters? Ooh, I'll write that down. Bring back Mythbusters. If you want us to bring back Mythbusters videos, put a plus in the chat. Bring back Mythbusters. Iconia, don't let me sound credit. That's so many. Oh, these credits are gonna just disappear in a second. Like, with upgrades at my rank already, they're gonna just... Woo! It's 41 years old today. Congrats. Happy birthday. Alright. Bring back Mythbusters? What does it mean? So there's a series of videos we did in the past called Mythbusters. We just took some weird facts from the community and checked them, tested them. Don't know what we're going to show in the new Mythbuster episode, but you know, if you have ideas for Mythbusters, also feel free to send me on Discord or in the game or on social media. I'll try to check. I'll try to read. Spin's really annoying. It's been 50 tokens 5 times in a row. Keep getting on a boost. Yeah, it do be happening like that sometimes, yeah. Give Solaris Atlas AA. No, definitely not. Night Soul. I thought you were a resistance player. Also, I noticed, if you guys don't know, he said also in the chat, I'm scrolling up. If you guys don't know, Iconia was also against Shield Nerf, but Devs convinced him with the videos and everything. Yeah, so, I mean, as a Confederation player, initially when I heard the idea, I was like, what? Why? But then, obviously, the developers used facts and logic on me to convince me that the nerf is needed, and I got converted, chat. I got converted. It's really for the betterment of the game. It's needed. Why can't I get 2 Bison blueprints stuck on 98? Oh, that's just unlucky. Honestly, I think that's a bit unlucky. Alright, if you have more questions, keep them coming. 3v3 YouTubers and random player. It's just random people on the chat who are messaging me. Is there any chance you're gonna add a story mode with visual novel styles for lore? Okay, so we have campaign. Campaign is our, like, quote-unquote story mode, yeah. We would like to rework start reworking the campaign a bit. Just changing it. Because Mission 1 is a bit, not great as far as, like, first-time user experience goes. So we want to work on improving the first-time user experience. That will maybe come with the lore rework. Maybe that will come with some better visuals. Some maybe a short cutscene, maybe voiceovers. Haven't decided that yet. We need voice actors. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like voice acting for some campaign. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty awesome. You know, maybe. But you said also visual novel stuff. If you guys noticed, we have released a short story a few days ago called Silver Wings. And Silver Wings is a story about the Vertex pilots. And we are planning to make a comic out of it. Like a webcomic first. So a webcomic is in the plans. It might not even happen yet, but we hope that it's gonna happen. Silver Wings. Yeah, there's a short story on social media. On our social media, on our Facebook. There's links in the description of this video. How can I look at the lore for Art of War? Same answer. On our social media right now. Check the links in the description for our Facebook, our Discord. Every time there's a new lore post, it's always made by me. Always comes out on Facebook. Always comes out on Discord. Sometimes it comes out on in the game as well, but not all the time. And in the future, I want to have the lore be available through the game as well somehow. Confed is fun, but not fun for me at rank 33, as my opponents are kind of very meh, spanning Coyote and Rifleman and Solaris. Damn, Coyote is Imba, Chad. I know a YouTuber, I'm gonna shout out a YouTuber that isn't a partner, and I don't even know if he's watching me at all ever, but he's called Mr. Coyote. Mr. Coyote on YouTube does videos where he rushes people with the Coyote, true to his name. So he beats some really big boys. Make campaign co-op? That's a great idea, honestly. I mean, it's probably not gonna happen. But it would be so cool. The closest we've got is the skirmish mode. So maybe we will introduce a bit more narrative elements to the skirmish modes instead. What happened to Reply of the Week? I don't know what Reply of the Week is. I haven't gotten a single Bison blueprint ever since it came out. Oh, that's just unlucky, dude. Even I've been getting some Atlas blueprints. Do you play do you like collect the battle pass rewards and stuff? Like open boxes regularly? D Night Soul and No Energy went in an equal lobby and won with Coyote spam. Yeah, I heard about that. Replay of the week. Replay. He said reply of the week. Replay of the week. So, best replay of the week is going to make a return as a 10th anniversary episode. It's in the works. It's in the works. We'll release it when it's ready. Weird question. If your account got hacked, is there any way to get it back? Lost my rank 20. It's really difficult usually to prove that your account has really gotten hacked or if you've just sold it. So usually support very reluctantly works on those cases. It's difficult to have your account hacked. So I'm a little impressed. Look at this, by the way. This is some really nice, really beautiful Vertex play from Solar. That's what I was saying, by the way. That's why I invited Solar. I invited Solar specifically for the Avia play. I want to see more awesome Avia play in this game. Is the game going to be available on PC? Scorpion. It might. It might be available. So developers are looking at, you know, PC. So there's obviously Google Play PC beta right now already. There is the emulators like BlueStacks and I forgot what the other one is named. Nox. And Google Play PC, by the way, is also basically just an emulator. The game is playable on those. It's already playable on PC through the emulators. But not entirely, you know, the best experience. But the developers are looking at the PC, and I would really like it. I would really like it. Me and Iconia just had to talk about this PC version of Article 3 a few days ago. Yeah, it would be really cool. Like, for example, this build, the one that I'm spectating the game with. This is a PC build of the game, and it would be really cool if it was available to players, but obviously it needs to be worked on. We need to implement some security changes on it so that cheating cannot happen, and we need to make it more accessible with hotkeys and whatnot. The user interface needs to be changed. Steam version, imagine. That would be so awesome. It would be so great. What happened to New League list? New League is coming next month, guys. New League is coming next month. Is it legal to sell my account? No, absolutely not. It is not legal to sell your account. Show the resistance. Yeah, so we have Commando RDSR developing his base. They had a bit of a skirmish here with the blue player, Balada001. And Mahmoud is a high win rate resistance player. He's going to be the Avia player here for the resistance team. And the green tea is the green player. Convenient. Green tea is green. Aside from Balada, we have Solar, who last stream was incredible with Avia play. I'm expecting some great things out of this player with Avia. Imbagod is a purple player for the Confederation here. And that's pretty much it for today. Is it legal to have multiple accounts? It is. Yeah, you can have multiple accounts. Is it legal to get a cat loan? I don't know. I'm not a cat specialist. Is it legal to kidnap your cat? No, it's not. Pick this. Beholder needs serious improvement in hidden infantry detection rate. Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot to write that down. Hidden infantry detection for Beholder. I don't think it will get like buffed directly, but I think what would be cool, because the Beholder gets increased scan, right? If it stands still, it gets increased scan area. I think it would be cool if its hidden infantry detection also increased in the same fashion, but that would be really cool. Steam does not allow for in-app purchases. It does. It actually does. A lot of mobile... You're incorrect with that basic stuff. So a lot of the games on mobile have been released on Steam. Like, Steam actually allows in-game purchases. So if you play any mobile game on Steam, for example, I play Torchlight Infinite in my spare time and Limbus Company. Both of those have in-app purchases. And you can just, like, click on the purchase, and then it opens a Steam payment window in the Steam overlay, and you can pay for it. And also... What do you mean Steam doesn't allow in-app purchases? Have you played any Electronic Arts game in the past, like, however long? And also, Blizzard games releasing on Steam, they have in-app purchases in them. What other games can I remember with in-app purchases in them off of the top of my head? EA games, Blizzard games, Activision games. Will Beholder ever get equalized upgrades to the leagues? I talked about it, and they said no. And they said no, not yet at least. Not yet. I brought it up, but the developers said no. Show the Vertex battle. Right now there's no Vertex battle to speak of right now. The Vertexes are refueling. There's some Thors. Nearly every game released nowadays have in-app purchases. Yeah, true. Except like indie stuff, like Silksong released. A lot of people are saying that Silksong is a threat to the developer scene or something for releasing at $20 with no in-app purchases or no DLC. I disagree, but also Silksong is a indie game with a huge following. They can afford to release it at $20. Why has the Barracuda not been given a buff or rework? All in due time, guys. We haven't looked at we haven't had the time to look at the Barracuda yet. Wanted to release these changes right now. Albatross is getting weak. I think Albatross is gonna be better now that the shield has been nerfed. How can you defend against Maul and Bison? People already know how to defend against Maul and Bison. You can ask your fellow companions about that. But a lot of the Resistance players, well, not a lot, but some of the Resistance players actually messaged me asking, why have we nerfed Bison? Why is Bison losing now? And we haven't done anything to Bison yet. It's just that people have finally learned how to counter it. So, you know. When new units. Maybe in the future, but not yet. These Vertexes are really clumped up. It's very dangerous for the Vertexes. But Thors are coming in for a bombing run. Very nice. I think this is going to be a successful defense for the green player with the help of the Hawks here. These Vertex haven't really been able to do much. I think they just came a little too late. It's a lot quicker for the yellow player to support his green ally than it is for the teal player to support the purple ally on the other side of the map. Kind of hate that they make Battlefield 5, but then a few years and Battlefield 6 comes out and Battlefield 5 died. Their last game was like Battlefield... I don't remember which one. It was like 2172 or something? 2072? That one was pretty cool. I played that one for a bit. I've worked 20 minutes. Damn. My soul eats cats for dinner. Any chance for adding a space unit and space map? For now, no chance. No chance. Bison cannot solo an entire army, dude. If you ever see a Bison like roll up and kill everything by itself, then that's a skill issue. Like, I guarantee you, Bison is not tanky enough to survive on its own. I've played against Bison. It's really nothing special if he doesn't have supporting army in it. It's just like with Atlas, honestly. People are complaining that Atlas cannot kill an entire army. It's not designed to kill an entire army. Oh my god, that was a really good bombing run prediction by Thor. I mean, it only killed a single unit, but I assumed he would be hitting like here. But he actually hit and killed a single, killed at least a single unit. Now there's an issue that this army, if you can call it that for the red player, actually doesn't have any units in it. It's just a salamander and 3 chameleons. It's a salamander in 3 trench coats. So yeah, it can't actually do anything. Now it's getting a few units now. It's getting a Jaguar, a couple Grenadiers are running in, a Porcupine. Oh, the Hawks are on the way. Oh, look at that. Look at that. But now a Solaris is here, and the Vertex are coming in to assist. They're going to be taking down so many of these Hawks. They're going to be... Oh, these clumped up Hawks are paying the price. That is so not worth it for the Resistance team. Beautiful air support from Solar. I guess so Cerberus hold off against the enemy horde and even take out a Wolverine. Maybe some time ago, but right now, I mean, the Cerberus is good, but it's not that good, buddy. Which do you hate more, fighting with the same faction or fighting with enemies 2 ranks higher? I'm gonna say that I hate fighting against the same faction more. I think same faction is just boring. 2 ranks higher is a challenge. But it's funner. Funner? More fun. Shield did the division will lose every second battle. It won the battle. The Confederation won the battle just before this one. And also, I mean, I don't know. It looks like the Confederation is a pretty good spot in this equal fight. Look at that. Bison goes down. The Vertex are providing some air coverage for the purple player. Solaris. Scion, Beholder is being utilized here. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff so far. I mean, this could be anyone's game right now. They need to play defensively. Those Hawk went way too far. They were going for this shield snipe because I assume the Hawk player assumed that if the shield would be gone, then the red player could actually like do a lot of stuff, but no dice. No dice, no dice. DC tournament battle idea I played against 2 ranks higher. Sorry, I'm not going to be looking at tournament replays today. I think after this battle I'm going to be ending the stream actually. Already we've already been streaming for an hour. I've been yapping a lot. I've discussed a lot of things. I remember a while ago there was a trailer about weather mode like night, snow, rain. It was a joke. It was an April Fool's video. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Really, the only one on Twitch? Yeah, you were currently the only one on Twitch. Guys, if you want to watch on Twitch, we have a Twitch stream. Watch us on Twitch. Twitch.tv/AOW3RTS. Can I play again? No. Increase the chance of Bison Blueprint and Leviathan? No, they're 50-50. Pros are clumping up their army, making conf hero abilities kill most of their stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. This game is hard to play, you know? This game is hard to play. Will there be a 2025 official Art of War 3 tournament? I want to join. There's already been a 2025 official Art of War 3 tournament. We're planning to host another one. Probably in November. No information about that yet. Is there going to be a minigame mode? I don't know what that means. Can you make pew pew sounds with every shot from Porcupine or any machine gun? No, I can make a pew pew sound with Solaris. Solaris goes pew. Or Psion. What are the units Psion can capture? Psion can capture most units. It's easier to list which units it cannot capture. It cannot capture aircraft, so Hawks, like this, the planes. Cannot capture Hawks, cannot capture Vertex, cannot capture bombers. It cannot capture heroes. It cannot capture mole turrets. It cannot capture zombies in modes where zombies exist. Or UFOs, for that matter. Everything else, I believe that it can capture. Let me just think quickly. Yeah, so heroes, airplanes, mole turrets. By the way, units that it cannot capture, well, buildings obviously, but things that it cannot capture, it will stun. Except buildings. Can it be a blizzard? No. Solaris sounds when shooting pew pew pew. Yeah. Is the voice actor for Solaris using a voice modifier? I actually don't know. I actually have no idea who voiced the Solaris, because that was before my time. Which unit are the devs gonna remodel? We haven't planned remodeling units. Iconia, don't take me down the throne on Twitch. Scion is hated and Seraphim is feared. I disagree. I think people are really starting to finally turn around on Scion. People have realized Scion is actually really goddamn good. Hawks are flying around on vertexes as well. Look at that. We have a bit of a fly over here. The Hawks are patrolling. The green player is getting harassed by these vertexes. There's a line of units here. Purple player is engaging the green player. Shields are turned on. Chameleons are getting turned on. Bison active goes out. Bison goes forward. There's no support from the Bison. For the Bison. The Bison is taking a lot of damage. No, that's a mistake. You can't do that with the Bison. The Bison will not be able to destroy everything by itself. Oh, that is awful. That was terrible. What was this army doing? Why is the green player not moving his army forward? Green tea! Get some tea! Drink some tea, bro! Alright, let's go, let's go. Okay, if army's moving forward. And now it's moving backward. Psion, I didn't see the Psion active being used yet. So far, it's just people are very awkwardly moving back and forth. A couple units are rolling out of the fog and get immediately destroyed. Zeus are coming in. Psion uses its stun passive. By the way, did you know that Scion can force fire? You can stun units in the fog if you're like really cool. Oh no! Solar bombed his allies' army. He bombed Imba God's army for the most part. That was unlucky. Did you know, by the way, that I was saying that Scion can use his passive. So, Scion passive, if you attack and there's a lot of units in his cone, he will like send a stun wave. You can actually do that in the fog. You can force fire into the fog with Scion, and if there are units in there, Scion will stun, even if you can't see it. That was really cool. These highlighted initial container collection is very difficult for Confed in both land and water maps. I disagree. I think it's fine currently as it is for the Confederation players. You just need to be faster with it. Myth, Chameleon Fog reduces damage. Okay, I'll write it down. That is true, that is a myth. I mean, honestly, you can just check. You can just check. If you have a resistance account, you can just check what the effect is on the workshop. Like it should say on the workshop, but I don't know. I'll write it down. But yes, it does not. It does not reduce damage, but it's good for Mythbusters. Scion can force fire? Yeah, Scion can force fire. I was surprised myself, but yeah, Scion can force fire, and it actually activates its passive ability, which is really cool. Is there gonna be a side mission mode, like the player gonna control a small amount of like that? It's possible. We don't know yet. I mean, it's not with the mechanics as you described. The player got 10 gold every once a day when they complete it. That just sounds like a different game entirely. But no, not right now. What does Imba mean? Imbalance. Give us cool audio for heroes, the one that will boost your adrenaline to battle. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, dude. UFO were very strong, yeah. I have a phobia for Scion and Seraphim is getting clapped by Salamander. I don't know, dude. Firstly, like I said, so the way I was talking about that already, but when I have to go against Salamander and I have Seraphim, the trick is you have to hide it. You have to hide your Seraphim. Don't show your Seraphim, and also constantly be aware of where the Salamander is, right? You have to constantly be aware where Salamander is, and if you know where the Salamander is at all times, you will never get you're never gonna get Salamander active. Even better if you can bait the Salamander into trying to use the active ability on your Seraphim, and then just bait him into your line of units so that he can get gunned down. That's pretty cool. You can do that. Why Thor have stiff neck? Because it's so ripped. He's so ripped. Bison is useless as I see. No, Bison is useful. It just can't kill an army by itself. You can't just send it into this group of units and expect it to kill everybody. Myth. Seraphim receives more damage from Salamander outside the base. I think I'll write that down here. Pallet damage outside base. I'll write it down. Nerf Confed 2 OP. Need soundtrack update? Yeah, we're planning to. We're thinking about making a soundtrack update. But last time, give me 10,000 gold? No. When adding Perun? I don't know. Maybe in the future, who knows? Is GG Confed win? Well, not yet. I mean, they're still fighting. How useful are mole abilities to your units? So, mole can repair. We don't have a mole in this army, but in the last game we had mole. I can show it here. Mole, when deployed, can repair units around it. Plus, it has little turrets you can deploy. Thor is coming in on a bombing run, but these units are so spread out. It's really going to only hit a few of them. But it does clear a chameleon, which reinforces the morale of the purple player enough to immediately follow up that Thor bombing run with his own attack. Beholder here activating its passive stealth, but isn't microed, so it goes down. I think these shields have been preemptively activated for too... Oh, no, never mind, there we go. Remember, by the way, guys, that activating your shields also costs a little energy. Same with Chameleon, so you need to be careful about it. Yeah, you need to be careful about reactivating, activating your units. You need to be conserving that energy. And at the same time, we have blue and red players are fighting. A Bison once again tries to go and buy itself. What are you doing? Why are you sending it alone? A Scion active steals a chameleon. Awesome. Actually, very good use of the Scion active here. Destroys one of the two chameleons. Oh no, there's another one. One of the three chameleons. But that one is out of energy. This one is the only chameleon with actual energy in it. There's only mammoths here in the front, and at the same time at the top of the map we have two bisons. How come Mom lets you have two bisons? Two bisons defending Green's base. Oh my god. And they're still struggling. Look at this. This bison is gonna go down, and that other bison is also gonna have low HP. Solaris active takes down one. Vertex is finish off the other one. Solaris is also destroyed though. There's only a few tanks left. Reinforcements are trickling in for the purple player. Some hawks are fighting. The vertex numbers are dwindling in the air. At the same time, the vertex are engaging the hawks in the sky with the help of some anti-air towers on the purple base. And the blue player is already on top of the red HQ. Look at that. Confed Imba. Nerf more. Wanna know how to win this Confed? Just watch these players. Watch these players play. Maul's the nurse doctor to take care of you? Yeah. Thor blue flying Doritos, they're very dangerous. Add Japan for another conflict. We're not planning to add a third faction. We also have a Space Strike. Space Strike on Yellow's base destroys his airfields, which, I mean, there's already been barely any hawks around there, right? There are still some, though, which, you know, causes issues for the blue player, but I don't think he really cares. The red space is nothing, is leveled. Green has decided to go for a counterattack on purple, but it's just a little too late now. There's no units here, only a chameleon left. Whereas purple player has two shields. Look at that. Think about it. Think about this. Think about this, guys. Two shields. Confederation is the only faction. Yeah, weird. Weird how it is, huh? I invited people. So these players all have like 80 plus win rate. They're 80, 90% win rate. These players are good. These players are really good. And they are, you know, Confederation is still winning. I don't know. You can't say that it's oh, the resistance are bad and the Confederation is good. I specifically invited 80, 90% win rate players. So, you know. So, you know, why not adding a new faction? Because we're still balancing these two. And also, you'd have to upgrade that new faction. And also, it would dilute the player base. Myth, unit CP means people are present in the unit? Nah, that's not a myth. That's a lore thing. Myth, cam smoke is actually useful. Resistance players played poorly, says General Elliot. Isn't every game in Art of War a skill expression? Like, it's an expression, like it's based on how well you play. Like, if you play better than your opponent, you deserve to win. No? Huh? No? Anybody will disagree with that? It's had one because nobody used Atlas. I don't think so. There were some really good Solaris active uses though. How the hell does resistance units fire inside the smoke and attack Confederation units and target them? Because their smoke is magical. No, I'm just kidding. Could you activate subtitles from the stream? I mean, it's a stream. There is no subtitles on it. You can auto-generate some subtitles maybe on YouTube, but I don't think. What, do you want me to have a guy like sitting next to me writing down instantly everything after me and then posting it on YouTube? I don't think that's how it works. This is a live stream. You call Fortress heavy skilled, I think you have serious skill issues. I don't know what you're talking about, I'm sorry. I didn't bring up Fortress heavy today. Or recently. I did bring it up earlier when I was talking about Fortress heavy. And heavy assaults and grenadiers. Seems these players pretty chill because they didn't rush right away. Yeah, I mean though, all these players have gone development, pretty heavy development. Anyway, looks like the resistance is pretty cooked here. Space strike detected. They're space striking each other. The Confederation team is very, very confident they have this in the bag, which I mean they do. The yellow player is tapped out. Red player has no base. It's only the green player left, so they're just having fun. Do something for the Fortress too. Nobody's using it. At higher rank, yeah, but maybe not. Maybe if the infantry gets more used, that would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool if the infantry starts seeing more usage. Maybe the Fortress will be more used. We'll think about it. In any case, yeah, I'll think about it. I'll write it down. Fortress. High rank. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for the stream today. Thank you guys for watching. I was talking a lot. I hope you were able to get some answers for your questions. I hope that by watching these games you were able to spot something interesting for yourself. And I will see you again next week. Next week we're going to have a normal stream. Just a normal stream. Go have fun, play the game. Or don't. Wait for the next event if you're into that kind of gameplay. Just enjoy life. Have fun. Love you all. Love yourself now. Your life is everything. You serve all purpose. Bye.